guys, and welcome back. I'm continuing my Star Trek playthrough of the Delta Quadrant, Delta Rising story. So, here we go, episode 5. We have just landed on Kobali Prime. They are under attack by the Vaadwaur, and I'm here to kick some Vaadwaur ass. I have already gone through and played all these quests, so we gotta do the replay episodes. So this episode 5 will be broken down into part 1, part 2, and part 3, each consisting of three quests back to back. It's relatively simple, so just keep up with me. Starting the cavalry.
You're part of the reinforcements that everyone was talking about. Please, you have to stop the Vaadwaur. We can't lose our home. Not after it took us so long to find it.
I promise you I will do everything I can do to help.
My brother, my sister, they're both dead. I couldn't help them. You have to avenge them. Make their deaths worth something. Do what I could not.
The Vaadwaur will pay for everything they have done for you. Oh, that's not very Starfleetish.
Please, stop the Vaadwaur. They want to take everything from us. Our temple, our home. I lived on the ships. I remember how hard our life was. The fear, the loneliness. We can't lose all we've built.
Vaadwaur will not take anything else from you. That's more Starfleetish. What do you
Please.
Thank you. It may not seem like much, but you've given those soldiers hope. Who might need some additional training, as well as several tasks that could use your presence. Would you mind taking one of them along to let him shadow you? There is so much we could learn from an experienced Starfleet officer.
Of course.
Many groups of our soldiers have become demoralized over the course of this war. I've tried my best to motivate them, but nothing has worked. They are all aware you are an expert commander with more battle experience than any Kobali. Could you visit groups of our soldiers and motivate them to keep fighting?
I am really good at doing that. All right. Okay.
Reporting for duty, sir. It is a pleasure to watch you in action, sir.
Sweet. Encouraging.
Wow, I haven't seen this. Wow, I haven't seen the soldiers that motivated in a while. How did you know what to say to inspire them like that? I've tried before, but it did no good.
You don't get to be an admiral without learning how to inspire people.
Interesting. We'll keep going. I'll watch what you do and see if I can do that in the future.
No, they're talking to Starfleet people. Here's a group. Depressed soldiers. Don't be so depressed. I like that sash. Really a Riemann? Well, when in Rome.
This is Captain Kim. I found some information for you. Permission to speak freely. Something isn't right here. I've done some investigating, and I don't think the Kobali are being entirely truthful with us.
These people are under siege and you're questioning them?
I have a history with the Kobali. A former crewmate, someone I cared about, died and was reborn as Kobali. She tried to rejoin Voyager, but it didn't work out. Losing someone, and then finding them just to lose them all over again. I'm trying not to let my personal feelings cloud my judgment, and I didn't want to doubt the Kobali, but there's a developing pattern I can't ignore. Not so much found as observed. The Vaadwaur clearly have superior firepower, tactics, and training, right? So why haven't they already wiped the Kobali out? They haven't hesitated to do so on other worlds. Sure, the Kobali have a shield around the capital, but they've been fighting the Vaadwaur for months now, and they're consistently losing troops and territory. I don't understand how the Vaadwaur haven't already taken the capital and finished this.
Unless the Vaadwaur's goal is not to take the city.
Exactly. There has to be some other objective for the Vaadwaur.
It's like he's talking
here,
back to me.
and we need to find out what it is. We have to help the Kobali, and we can't do it if we're blinded.
Continue investigating while I continue the war efforts. Yeah, that's good. I'm a warrior.
Understood. I won't let you down.
We can't stop until the Vaadwaur leave our world. Thank you for your assistance. Your presence here means we're not fighting alone anymore. That's more important than you know. My son is in the trenches now, and he could use your... Wait, what's that? The Vaadwaur are at the gates. You have to help us.
Kim here. Something definitely isn't right. The General is waiting for you. I'll keep trying to figure this out.
That was too close. If you hadn't been here, your stand against the Vaadwaur will give our people the motivation they need to keep fighting. And We have so much more to do. If the Vaadwaur made it this far, then I fear for my son in the trenches. We can't stop.
Oh, right. And the missed bit of story right there is he tells you to go find his son using the transporter. The transport is offline, disabled recently. Looks like we're taking the long way.
We're hanging in there, but we could use your help. I am, although I understand your confusion. Kobali reproduce by reanimating corpses and then integrating them into our society. We're assigned to existing family groups who teach and care for us. My first life was a long one. I don't remember it, however. I am Kobali, and my father is a source of inspiration and wisdom for me. My people do not reproduce in what you would consider a normal fashion. Instead, we use a genetic virus to alter the DNA of corpses from other species, reanimating them and transforming them into Kobali. We call this process rebirth. The process takes several months. Afterward, a new Kobali is assigned to a family group who will help him or her adjust to our culture and learn our language. All memories of the Constaya or past life are left behind. It can be difficult to accept this new life, and my father was of great help to me during this time. Some Kobali cannot accept the change and flee to search for their former lives. In these cases, it's our duty to find these lost souls and help them return. This is not something we normally discuss with outsiders. Suffice it to say, our ancestors experimented with forces they did not understand, and we were irrevocably changed by their folly. Faced with our own extinction, we found a way to survive. Now rebirth is the greatest gift we can give to the dead. Who wouldn't want a second chance at life? The rebirth process only works once. Yes, we have two problems. Our transporters in our forward base have stopped working, and troop morale is low after the last attack. Could you give us a hand by getting more soldiers back into the fight? I'm still looking into the issue with the transporters.
Alright, and there is a found quest right over here that we'll go ahead and do at the same time. And this is just finding listening devices. Get back in the fight. Yeah, damn cannon fodder. Woohoo! And then while you're over here, you'll also find another found mission. This little dust, and it's finding spies, well, not spies so much as cloaked Vaadwaur. Those at these little mounds. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Here's a listening device. And the explosive. And down here you find another one. This is the fallen Kobali. And this just involves killing Vadwar. Of course, you have to have been the one that tagged them. And their items are automatically looted. Oh look, let's see if we got me talking.
Thank you. The soldiers have been beaten down so much I can barely keep them going. But they seem bolstered by the outside help. We still have no idea what's disrupting our transporters. Maybe you can find something on the Vadwar or from any of their crates in that area.
That was convenient. Oh, I guess we got all the listening devices. Alright, Nar, speak to me, you damn space pirate. Just need to get close enough to trigger it.
We're hanging in there.
Oh. Stuff respawns so fast down here.
Captain Kim here. I need to speak to you as soon as you return to the city.
And return to the city.
I've been noticing something strange. When I first met the Kobali, they didn't seem to be a particularly religious people. Lindsay, Jedliah I mean, certainly didn't say anything about it. However, now, almost every Kobali I've met follows one creed. And there's a temple located just beyond the trenches. I've tried to find out more about their practices, but they keep telling me it's forbidden to share them with outsiders. Maybe, but I don't remember the Vaadwaur having a particular belief system either. This may not be much, but I'll continue my investigations. Maybe this one is a dead end.
The Vaadwaur shut down the transporter? They're devious, aren't they? With the transporter operational, we can easily send supplies to our forward base. That will help. I'll let you know when we could use your aid again. But I'm sorry. I cannot answer any questions about our religion. Privacy is an essential part of our practice. The temple is a sacred space. Only Kobali are permitted to enter. We can't stop until the... We can't stop.
Alright, and on to the last one for part 1.
I've discovered a few interesting things that can help us with the Kobali. Do you have anything on your end? What? Well, that makes complete sense, actually. Why else would the Kobali, nomads who roam the quadrant in search of bodies for rebirth, who can't reproduce without those bodies, suddenly decide to settle down on a planet? Unless there was a supply of bodies there. We have to confront Canel about this. And Dralia needs to know too. This could be a way to end the war. You're right. We won't get anywhere without proof. I've been thinking. Our only way to find out what the Kobali are hiding is through the Vaadwaur. We need to find out where they're focusing their attacks, and then why. That may be able to shed some light on the situation. Yes, my crew was looking into why our signal jammers weren't working, and we found that the Vaadwaur have comm beacons in all of their camps that act as a miniature subspace array. They can't be jammed because they're shielded, and they provide all the Vaadwaur need for controlled, secure communications. Ingenious, really. I wonder if the Starfleet Corps of Engineers could whip up something like that for us. If B'Elanna were here, I'm sure she could. Anyway, if we could place a trace on one of the Vaadwaur beacons... Exactly. Once we find out where the Vaadwaur plan to attack, we can reinforce the Kobali and find out what, if anything, they're hiding. There are 4 communications arrays in the trenches area. Planting a trace on each of them should allow the engineers on your ship to spy on the Vaadwaur.
Alright, time to go tap some people's phones. Wait, I'm skipping one.
timing is impeccable. A large squad of armed Kobali just left, but they wouldn't say where they were going. Did you find any information? The temple. That must be where the Kobali are going. We have to help the Kobali defend that temple. Afterwards, maybe we can get a look inside. That could be where the Vaadwaur stasis pods are.
Flanking damage detected. Please state the nature of the
I got a medic and the doctor. Sweet.
personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power.
The temple is secure and the doors to it are still open? This is our chance. Go ahead. I'll be there as soon as I can.
This feels very dishonest. Dragon's teeth.
Looks like we've made it to the lowest level of the temple. Let's see what's in there.
Hmm.
Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected. Flanking damage detected.
Thank you. If you are here, then it means our secret is revealed. I am sorry, but we did what we needed to survive. Take this. It is the code to open the door. Please, do not judge our people too harshly. You would have done the same if you faced extinction.
Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na.
That's a lot of stasis pods.
Yeah, wow.
Let's get a scan of these. We need to know more.
You know, at least they're like not killing them. They're only taking the ones that are damaged.
Looks like Gaul was telling the truth. The Kobali are holding thousands of Vaadwaur stasis pods. This is why the Kobali stopped wandering. Everything they needed was here. It's not right. Some of the Vaadwaur in the stasis tubes could still be revived. The Vaadwaur are a dying race. Their methods may be extreme, but they're doing what they think they need to do to survive, just like the Kobali are. But their culture is directly interfering with that of the Vaadwaurs. Is that right? Just because we like one side better doesn't mean they're the ones who get to survive. Regardless, we need to take this information to the General and get him to explain why they hid this from us. If the Kobali had been upfront with us from the start, we could have figured out a better solution for this.
You've both returned.
General, we know about the temple. When were you going to tell us?
Secrecy protected our future, Captain.
How are we supposed to help you if you won't even tell us what the problem is?
That's enough, Captain.
Captain Dralia, you're late.
The Kazon delayed me. What's the situation? I see. Captain Kim, no matter our personal feelings, we must follow the Prime Directive. We are not here to change the Kobali culture. We are here to protect them.
We'll talk more about this in private. I'm sure we'll see you again soon.
I'm sorry for everything. We never should have lied, but you're an outsider. And we've learned from past experience that not everyone can accept or even understand what we accept as necessary. I couldn't risk losing your support. It won't happen again. I'll give you all the information you need. The Vaadwaur will not stop, even if we return the remaining stasis pods. You know they won't. Look what they've done to the Turay. Even the Krenin have fallen. I'll give you some time. We'll talk again when I have more information on our next move.
Dun dun dun.
We can't stop until...
Alright, and that ends part 1.